Okay, so this is a rosé. What does rosé mean? Like, what is it? Like, what kind of grape or what? Like, you know what I mean? What's it made out of? Like, how does that work?
All right, I'll try to narrow it down as quickly as I can.
Yeah, give me the quick spiel about rosé.
So when you see a rosé can't be a rosé without some red grape. So
Okay.
it bleeds off of a red grape. In this case, it's Grenache and Syrah mainly, which you see a lot in the south of France. And
Sure.
they let it.
I don't know. Okay.
You're like, yes.
Okay.
You do. They're known for that in that area. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And they basically let the all wines are white when they come out of the grape. There's only a few that come out red.
Mhm.
So they only turn red when they hit their skins. So they let them sit on their skins for a short amount of time. Sometimes, I don't know, 2 weeks, a month, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they bleed it, and it comes out to the rosé that you see here. And
Yeah, because the red wines get their color from the skins.
Right.
Okay. So this doesn't have the skins in it.
It
little
did
bit.
for a short period of time compared to the reds.
If it didn't have any skin in it, it'd be just white.
Right.
So white. Okay. All right. You're talking about. So when they go to make the wine, they deskin it to make white wine. Is that what you're saying? Or how does that? What do you mean?
No, to make white wine, they just let it come straight from the skins, no contact. Little bit. Some grapes are white, no contact. Either they go straight into barrel or they go straight into stainless steel barrel, whatever. But not much skin contact.
So it's. What do you mean by skin contact?
So when you're like smashing the grapes,
Okay.
I mean, I guess it depends on the winery, but like they pick it out either by hand or like what are like some other methods you would know more than me?
Yeah, no hand.
It's more just hand picking, right?
So the skin contact, like just whether the guy picks it or not with his hand, will change the taste?
No. Skin
Oh.
contact to the grape. So, like if a wine is bleeding, or in other words, it's what's it,
when you're
juice,
crushing
when
its
you're
soul.
crushing
I'm
it.
just kidding.
Okay.
If you want it to turn red, like we have here,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you let them get in contact with the skin of the grape,
Oh,
and then
I
they
see.
change its color. That's where it gets its character. It's
Okay.
flavors and things.
So while you're squashing it down, you'll keep the skins in there to make let it have contact with the skin, and that's what turns it red.
Yes.
Yep.
So you're saying with the white wine, they'll start squashing it and then take all the skins out?
There's some machines that it'll just directly bleed through, so it
Yeah.
doesn't have much contact with the skins.
I see.
It just keeps going.
Yeah, and like this is an industry that's been around for thousands of years, right?
Mhm.
Like
Right.
you'd say.
Gosh,
And like
centuries.
BC, like we're
Yeah.
going back, like people were making wines back then, so it's like there's different schools of thought, like wherever you go. That's why it's important to talk about where each of them are from, because some of them are more old school than others.
So you can make a red wine and a white wine out of the same exact grapes.
Yeah. Well,
Okay. So
it's like because there are Pinot Noirs, because you usually see Pinot
Mhm.
Noirs that are red, but you can see them white.
that.
Just don't touch the skin. It's just not common.
Pinot, there's
See, I thought it was all about which grapes you're pulling to make a white or a red, but it's just how
it's
you
partially that too, though.
It's partially that too. Yeah, I know. It
It's-
sounds.
it sounds like we're just like
Babbling.
running
No,
in
I mean-
circles right now.
No, I mean, no.
We can explain it with each one.
It's hard. Like, I get it. It's a deep dive. So for you to just like quickly explain it's hard. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how do you drink rosé? What do you
Yeah.
do? You swirl it around, you smell it. Because I noticed both of you guys were like tipping it and like looking at it a weird way.
Yeah.
And I was over here with my thumb up my ass and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So
I know, I
like,
didn't
what am I
like-
supposed
I mean, my left hand was doing that while. No, I'm just kidding. Well, no, like so. Dakkar could probably speak to it a little bit better than I, but I'm a level 1 sommelier, and Dakkar's a certified sommelier, which is a step up from what I am.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing that you're supposed to do is vision. So you got to see if it's what the actual wine looks like, and you can see it's pink. Like if
So that's
the
just to
average
look
Joe
at
can tell you it's pink.
And that's just to confirm it's a rosé.
Yeah, which rosés are a little bit easier to figure that out, but you could figure out the type of grape with rosés, but with like reds and stuff, like we'll look at this Pinot Noir later versus this one, and it's going to be a lighter red. So you'd be able to tell just by looking at, well, you wouldn't be able to tell just by looking at it, but that'll help you like narrow the search down on like say we were blind tasting these.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then, next it's the nose.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And when you're looking at it really quick, you want to look for clarity. You don't want it to look hazy or anything
Right.
like that.
Okay. Which would indicate what if it was hazy?
Faulty. Maybe it's been in the wine too long. Maybe the filtration was horrible. So you want to make sure it's all good when it
It's
gets
just not clean.
Right.
What that
It'd be
means.
bad wine.
Yeah,
Which
not
happens.
clean.
It happens more than you think,
It
really.
does. But like Will said, the next one is the nose.
Okay.
And you seriously just put your nose in there and sniff, smell.
So let me take a sniff and then.
No, I was actually going to say this. Like, you should, like, smell it and then tell us what you, like, smell.
Sure. Okay.
Because if I or Dakkar say something, then your brain is going to work where you're like, oh, yeah, I smell that too. Because you're looking for it at that point.
Yeah, let me just blindly go in there.
Okay.
And I watched School of Rock last night, so I'm kind of an expert in this. So hang tight.
Sniff that wine.
I mean, I smell something, but I have like no idea how to describe it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, what does it remind you of? What comes to mind when you smell that?
I mean, I smell the alcohol.
Okay.
And then I smell.
There's definitely alcohol in there.
I don't know. I don't know, because I'm trying to think of like all the things that I've heard wine described as, you know. But I
can start going into mine too if you don't want to say anything.
I don't know what to say.
Okay.
I just want to hear one word. Give me one.
There's always somebody that says it smells like grapes at every tasting, and you're like, okay, I get it. Like
that's it's kind of grapes and alcohol.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't.
All right.
Because I don't. Well, yeah, I'm not trained.
Okay.
We're not making fun of you.
No, it's not. Yeah.
No, yeah. We just want to see what you say.
I'm not gonna cry. Like
you peasant. I'm just kidding.
Wow, good first try. No, like I'm trying to. I mean, I smell it. It's not like I don't smell anything. I'm just trying to figure out and like decipher like how would I describe that, and I don't know. Like I can't think of like it smells like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Obviously, there's grapes and alcohol, which obviously jumps out. But I'm not smelling like mahogany or like you know what I mean. I don't know what to pinpoint.
Well, the fact that you smell alcohol is kind of good. That means you can smell alcohol. That means it's usually there. That means it's over a certain percentage. So that's not a bad thing.
What is this one?
Have you guys tried it yet? I haven't tried it yet.
I have tried it.
Okay,
13%.
I'll wait till.
See, that means okay, cool. See, that's high.
That's
for
heavier
a French
for
wine.
a rosé too.
Well, I was gonna say it smells like 13%, but you didn't
like I was thinking 12.9, but I was
Okay, so what did you guys smell?
All right.
I definitely got strawberry on mine. Let's see if I'm getting like
definitely.
You're such a romantic about it, dude.
Definitely.
He is.
Definitely strawberry, and there is lemon like skin or zest.
Mm-hmm.
For sure on that. It's some people may say watermelon, but it's maybe lighter. But for sure,
I was thinking tart, and that's where I got like kind of watermelon, like yeah.
Yeah, see that's and if this wasn't bleeded right after its grape skins, and if it sat with the skins, it'd be a lot harsher than this. So it sat on it long enough to get character from the grape skins, and then comes off. That's why you get all the fruit.
Interesting. Okay. So now you just taste it.
Now we taste it.
And that's the final, when you take it to the dome. It's good.
So it tastes like, you do Bubblicious,
It is very good.
Bubblicious gum that's lemon and strawberry. That's really good.
It's interesting because now, for sure, the taste. Now that I'm trying to decipher if it's just because that's what you said, and that's what I'm like naturally going in thinking of. But I could totally taste the strawberry.
Okay, cool.
When I tasted it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, if I were to say popcorn, can you taste that?
No.
Okay, then.
No. For sure.
Well, then strawberry is there. You can taste strawberry.
Yeah, that you came to that, like you came to that conclusion.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay.
Actually, girlfriend's best friend brought this to her birthday. Everyone loved it. So,
how much is a bottle like this?
What was the bottle on this one?
I think we said that one.
Or did we buy this one?
No, this is the one that Dakkar brought.
But
this one, like on retail, and there's always like 5 different prices for it. So I just kind of go off the median. It was like 18, 17, somewhere in there.
Okay.
But it always blows me away too. Like people just see a bottle of wine and it's from France. Like you think about all that went into this. Like there's a human being in France that's picking all these and bottling it,
planting everything,
planting the grape, exactly, like back to like square one, and then ships it all the way to United States, California. We end up buying it, and here we are enjoying it. That still blows me away. Like
for $18.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It is kind of crazy.
And I do want to say that I have handpicked grapes before. It's not easy.
Yeah.
It is hard work. There's bees, there's spiders, there's ants, and you're picking them. It's hard work, and to spend that much money on this bottle of wine, it's
sounds like it's
great.
Pretty close to like Deadliest Catch kind of stuff.
I was hurting. You know? And I do also want to say rosé. Like the reason I brought it is because it's not just for summer. You can literally pair this with like pasta, a chicken Caesar salad. It goes with so much more.
So that's what my next question was. So obviously, if you're going to have multiple wines, a rosé would go first because it's the lightest, right?
First in what aspect? What do you mean?
Like how we were talking about, like if you're going to have multiple different types of wines, you usually want to drink a rosé first in that order because it's a lighter.
Oh, if you're tasting through wines?
Yeah.
Yeah, if a rosé's in the mix, I would put the rosé first. If the sparkling's in the mix,
Sparkling
first.
Okay.
I've noticed some people though, they do the whites and then the rosé and then go to the red, which I don't know. I guess it's all kind of the same at the end of the day. It depends on the whites too, though.
Yeah, it depends on the whites for sure. Yeah.
If they're light, then you could do that. But
so a rosé, would a rosé and a white go with similar foods, or is it?
That depends because there's two different whites here. But the light white we have here in the rosé, yeah, for the most part. But
yeah,
and you said like chicken, pasta, kind of not so much heavy like red meat, more white meat kind of stuff.
Yeah. Fish.
I was thinking like a cranberry like walnut salad or something like that.
That's
with this would be like perfect
That'd be
because the
perfect.
cranberries and the rosé would go like bounce off each other.
They really do.
The first time I've ever heard you say cranberry walnut salad.
Yeah, that was oddly specific, wasn't
we were
it?
talking about. I've never seen you eat a salad, let alone a cranberry walnut salad. And you just pulled that out of your ass. So
that'd be a perfect pairing.
So it's pretty much the lighter and the light. Yeah, the lighter, not by color, but by, I don't know, the lighter tasting wine. You want to go with the lighter food. Is that kind of typical?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a heavy red is when you're having like sausage and like heavier foods.
Usually, like what I do is like a heavier white or a light red is like white meat. So your chicken, your turkey, along those lines. And then once you get to the heavier reds, it's more like red meat, like steak in a Napa cab.
Oh,
take my money. Like it's
Lord have mercy.
If you enjoyed this content, be sure to check out the Standing Still podcast, both here on YouTube and wherever else you listen to podcasts.